So, chat, we have something new going on. Kind of. Allow me to explain. On the episode of the podcast that'll be out on December 15th, Duke's Take Podcast, by the way, we were asked a question in regards to a certain mode within NHL that we kind of have but don't have, which is coach mode. And as Endo and I talked about it, we do kind of have it already. And I'm going to showcase that. We are going to hop into a franchise mode. It's going to be kind of similar to a Milbury mode because I am only going to act as the coach of this team as opposed to the GM. And we will see how quickly, shout out to Warrior for the raid, by the way, we will see how quickly I hate life. Knowing that it's an NHL 24 franchise mode, I will probably hate it. To try and mitigate that damage, I have contacted friend of the channel, one Vasi, and have been given early access to the 5th version, the 5th roster update from Vasi this year, because my custom roster is not yet done and still won't be for a while. Vasi is also coincidentally dropping this update on his channel on December 15th. If you are not already subscribed, it's Vasi roster updates on YouTube. Support a friendo. Do it, because Vasi does excellent work that has my highest recommendation, at least until my rosters are out there. You know, I gotta support what I do, right? I gotta support that. So I thought about it. I looked through ye old list of teams I haven't done a franchise mode yet, and there was one team that worked out pretty perfectly. Given. See if I can delay this. Drum roll, please. Given that they just fired their head coach, and while I know Drew Bannister won his first game at the helm of the team, I have never used the St. Louis Blues. So now seems like as good a time as any to take control of the Blues as they need a new full-time head coach. Although who knows, Drew Bannister might end up being the name in full. So we are in fact going Blues. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't know what that means, but it's what's going to happen. And by the way, of course, start of NHL 24, I started a Bruins franchise. I'll bring that back eventually. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Those Bruins franchise, they're cursed because of the way this game works. But this will be, this will be interesting in terms of how this plays out, because this could either be a complete tire fire, or this could be the start of a series that we do every single year. And I'm not sure which. First and foremost, owner mode. I'm going to leave it on. I shouldn't, but I'm going to leave it on. We're going to do it. We're going to leave on owner mode. GM firing will be off because we don't want to actually get fired. Head coach edit lines will be off. That's fine. Fog of war. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference to me if Fog of War is on, so we can turn it off. Player morale is gonna be on. Auto owner mode will also be on. Auto sign free agents will be on. And this is gonna be probably the worst part. I debated what to do about this. Do I have control over staff mode? I'm not sure. I decided to turn this on. Now, Tactics, another good friend of this channel, put out a video recently talking about how important coaches are within franchise mode, and high-grade coaches are very important. Although, of course, we have one. I think the lowest-rated coach we've won a cup with is a B-, I think. Morgan Riley, hero. But I'm in it for the pain. I'm in it for the pain. Tactics of the HD dynasty, indeed. So I don't think I've ever run a franchise mode with this particular setup right here. I'm not looking forward to it. Oh God, this might be the dumbest idea by the end of it. We'll see. This could be bad. Oh, this could be real bad. Oh no. Not gonna worry about relocation. Trade difficulty will be on hard, even though that doesn't matter. Salary cap's fine. Difficulty's fine. Computer trades will be turned off until we reach the current day. So middle of December. We'll turn that back on. Oh, this is just the dumbest. Oh, this is just going to be the dumbest. I'm going to have to completely rely on an AI GM. Oh, it's going to be auto draft. I don't get control of who we get. This is going to be so dumb. Okay. Blockbuster trade alert, whatever. We can leave that on retired. Just morale meetings are going to be on. Yeah. Oh, Christ. This is stupid. Trade offer notifications are going to be off until December. When I am given a trade offer, I have to accept it. Oh, this is going to be so bad. We'll turn off head coach firing because it's irrelevant, really. Oh, this is going to be stupid. We'll turn down the prospect quality for now as well because Vasi has added in a bunch of prospects, similar to what we do, of course. Auto-rotate goalies. There's nothing I can do about waivers. I can't turn that off at the start. I can turn off the notifications for us, but I can't turn that off outright. God, minor league head coach. Sure. Minor league head coach. You got it. You got it. Auto-rotate goalies will be off. We'll be in control of that. This is going to be... this is going to be a disaster. Oh, no. What are the injury sliders at? Are waiver claims mandatory as well? That's a good question. I'm going to say yes. I don't want to have to do, or we could always coin flip it. There is the conversation about, and this is what I was thinking about before we went live here. We could make this kind of like the Nashville series where if certain things happen, I can earn the right to influence a free agent signing or one trade. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. See what you think. But for the most part, this is going to be an absolute disaster. Again, owner goals, stuff like that. There's nothing I can do. All of this is on automatic. So we'll pretty much be leaving this as it is. In terms of the owner goal, there's literally nothing I can do. None of those I can affect. The AI is going to have to do it. Oh, God, that's a disaster. Okay. I'm also not going to be able to sign prospects or free agents or anything like that. So taking a look at our unsigned players at the moment, James Snugarud is there. Otto Stenberg. Shout out to Knit the Cat for the follow. Welcome in. Obviously, there's a couple of people here that I would really like the AI to sign. Hopefully they do. Again, franchise mode still in a bit of a weird spot. It's good with the custom roster that has a lot of extra players because that stops the AI from being stupid. How much feedback did I give to Vasi? Absolutely nothing. But frankly, I have mentioned that to them before in terms of the draft year stuff. That's one of the big differences between what we do. I think we're fine, man. Pretty much all I can do from here is edit lines. That's all I can do is edit the lines. I'm a coach. That's it. So we will sim to the start of the regular season. This is going to be one of the dumbest things I've ever done, I think. Especially with morale on, too. We'll go best lines for the moment. DJ Smith mode. So let's take a look at our lines. This is the one thing that I have control over. In terms of best lines, now edit your strategies. Well, fun fact. I wish I could. I can edit which line starts. I could sure do that. AHL lines, I'm gonna let the AI GM take care of that, or the AI coach. So I'm not even allowed to call up Jakub Vrana. He just has to sit there. So whoever is placed onto my team is who I have access to. We have Jake Neighbors as a forward scratch and Scott Perunovich on defense. Obviously, we need to get Jake Neighbors in there badly. So we'll go best lines one more time. Oh, yeah, Hawks, that's going to be bad for a variety of reasons. So Hugh McGing, you're out of here for Jake Neighbors. And from there, oh, God. What are we going to do? Let's see how fast Jordan Kyrou gets me fired. All right. Neighbors is going to be on the third line, I'd say. Alexandrov isn't going to get much better. So I think, let's see, face-off wise, it's going to be pretty rough. But we can go Toropchenko, Alexandrov, and Blais. The third line, Neighbors, Sundqvist, Kapanen. Second line, Shen, Hayes, and Saad. I'll play people within their proper role. That's fine. And then Perunovich with Thomas and Jordan Kyrou. So literally the only change I was able to make is getting Jake Neighbors in there. If you were fired, we turned off firing, so I can't technically be fired. Second pair, Torrey Krug, huh? Oh, God. Right. Shit. Well, I'm going to have no choice but to potentially piss somebody off here playing them out of position. There's nothing I can really do about it, though. Letty's the top six. Scandella's the top six. That's good to know. I think it's going to be Scandella that we have to piss off here. We'll go Krug and Parayko, Letty and Falk, and then Tyler Tucker with Marco Scandella. Unfortunately, I can't play everybody within a proper position. It's just what we've been dealt. Jordan Binnington and Joel Hofer. The Hofer. This is terrible. This idea. Oh, no. Okay, well, let's see how the boys do. Let's see how often we get bothered by the morale and all that fun stuff. I'm a Blues fan, so this will be fun, but I'm not a huge fan of hockey. Why did Berube get fired? Because they're like 2 points out of a playoff spot, and clearly the people above think that they should be President's Trophy candidates. So, but more likely, just lost the locker room, which happens, you know, after 5 years. 5 years, yeah, if you count the interim time. 3-3-1. Accurate for the Blues. Accurate. Jordan Binnington is hurt. Assistant GM, best roster. So we have lost Jordan Binnington in the early stages of the season. That's not ideal. So it called up Malcolm Subban to be the backup. Same thing as before. We need to get Jake Neighbors back in there. We need him to develop badly. And we'll swap Krug and Scandella. So Joel Hofer is, he's our goalie right now. All right, Joel. Let's see what you can do, buddy. Let's see what you can do. I don't know if I'm hoping that we make the playoffs here or what, but I'm going to hope for the best. Like I said, we'll turn on trades once we hit modern day. Thought you're going to... Well, Sergachev, you can't even customize strats is the problem. Marco Scandella is injured. We will plug in Perunovich there. We're not going to jump into every game. Pavel Buchnevich is hurt. All the injuries all of a sudden. Jesus. All right. Well, at least that gets Neighbors in there full time. Shen, Thomas, and Kyrou. Let's get Neighbors onto that higher line with Hayes and Saad. We want Sundqvist on that third line. Let's go with... It'd be Toropchenko, Sundqvist, Kapanen, Blay, McGing, and Alexandrov. We'll run McGing there. This is not looking great, to say the least. Welcome in Scott Perunovich. The defense, there is like nothing I can do in terms of playing people where they're supposed to be. Disaster. Absolute disaster. When did the Blues get Kapanen? He has been there for a while. Perunovich, or Bushnevich, not Perunovich. Bushnevich, you're hurt. What do you mean how you're playing? You're on the bench, champ. I don't think you've been performing up to expectations. I'm confident in your abilities, Mr. Bushnevich. Confident. And you better be too. Maybe you're right, but I'm not certain I can snap out of this. Minus 15 morale. Cool. That's fun. Pavel, I believe in you. That's great, coach, but I think I fucking suck. What the hell do you want me to do about it then? Christ. We actually have a decent record. And we have some people who are healthy. Let's see. Binnington and Bushnevich are both good to go. Good to know. That's probably just cause for going best lines. That's fine. We got to get the McGing out of there. Let's get old Jake Neighbors back in the lineup. Drop down Sammy Blay, and then on defense. And bada bing, bada bam. There you go. At least Jordan Binnington's back, though. I didn't even have time to worry about rotating goalies. So. Jacob McDonald, welcome to the team. Our first waiver claim from the Sharks. 77 overall, depth defenseman, Jacob McDonald. That probably immediately puts him in the AHL. But that's okay as we win back-to-back games. And with that, we are up to the modern day. Which is beautiful, which means now the real fun begins. Let's turn trades back on. We are required to make the waiver claims. Oh, yeah. It is a requirement. All right. Trades are on. Oh, this is going to be so painful, isn't it? By the end of it. And who knows when the end of it will even be. I wanted to turn that on to authentic for the post-whistle rules. All right. So trade offers are back on the table. Hockey Kid it is. We'll see if it's a series or if it's a one-off. Who knows? Who knows? We don't have back-to-back games until we play Colorado. So, Brendan, what's going on? I'm doing well. How goes it? Colton Parayko is hurt. We should just be able to go best, I think. God, do we even have a defenseman on the roster right now? No, we don't. So say hello to defenseman Hugh McGing. Defenseman Alexei Toropchenko. Shit. Right. Yeah. I mean, the problem is, though, he has freaking silver total eclipse. So I can't really leave him there. Oh, hold on. Has Sin made it back? Hey. Sin is back in America. Terrible time. So Toropchenko, I'm going to need you as a forward still. I am going to swap you out with somebody. With Sammy Blay. Let's run Sammy Blay as a defenseman. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, God. All right, Sundqvist can play center, so that works out decently. Nope, Rowan, I get no effect whatsoever on what the roster looks like. Nothing. Not allowed to change a thing. Oh, my God. Well, Krug doesn't. Ha-ha! Sammy Blay and Torrey Krug, second pairing. Let's go. That's problem solving. And then Marco Scandella is immediately healthy, so it didn't fucking matter anyway. You know what? It's Perunovic I'm taking out instead. Sammy Blais will continue to play defense, damn it. Until I say. And now Oscar Slider. There's so many injuries. We turned the slider down, too. This is ridiculous. The game's tuned that sliders are supposed to be on, or that injuries are supposed to be on. Then you turn down the slider, and there's still 17 bajillion injuries. I got shit to do, Chief. Criminy. When the hell are we sending Malcolm Subban back down so we can call up somebody else? And we still have a winning record. Fly, no, these are Vasi's rosters. Again, mine are not done and will not be for a bit. At least our forwards get along well. That's about the best I can say. Oh, no. All right, let's get Alexandrov in there. Sammy Blais on the right. That works for me. Defensively, swap Scandella for Krug because our defense is now back to where it needs to be. Neighbors' potential is a medium 6. By the way, AHL again. Verana still hasn't been called up. I know he was sent down in real life, but it'd be nice to have him. And apparently, our AHL coach is just not going to play Jacob McDonald. Cool. I mean, you need Matt Kessel in there, though. If you can play a Kessel, you play a Kessel. You know? Oh, goodness. All right, let's get Hoffer a game here. Hello, Crash Andrews. We sure did. I'm not saying anything until it's official. I am not allowed to go best lines in the AHL. No. I am exclusively the NHL head coach. Because dumb idea is dumb idea. But hey, at least Joel Hofer won a game. Hoofer. How many games he played now? 15 with a 9-10. He's been better than Jordan Bennington, which is not difficult to be. I mean, if you think about it. It's not all that tough. All right. Here we go. How many until we have another back-to-back? Long time. Brendan, you as well. Jesus, the injuries. Crash, yes, but so much worse. All right, an injured Oscar Sundqvist is going to have to step in here. Congratulations, Oscar. You're on the top frickin' line right now. Actually, you won't be, but you will be on the second line. So that's good. I did ender, and I don't care. Cody Eakin gets hurt in Springfield. Nothing I can do about it. Shout out to Carnat Titan 30. 2 months on the primer. Carnat, I appreciate it. How are you? As one Robert Thomas is healthy again. Okay, good. Signed Dennis Morgan. I'm not allowed to sign anybody. Not a soul. All right, let's swap Neighbors for Blais again. Scandella for Krug. We're finally back to full strength. It's been a while. Why do I say anything? Why? Why do I say anything? Braden Shen's hurt. We got Hugh McGing in there. Cody Eakin, nothing I can do about it. As we will be trading a second-round pick and prospect goalie Will Cranley, my grandson, Will Cranley, for a third and a fourth. I don't know how we're giving up the higher pick and a prospect for a third and a fourth. But we are. That's great. Should be allowed to call people up. Nah, Jordan Bennington is hurt again. What is happening? I turned down the injury slider. Jesus Christ. Oh, Malcolm, Congrats. What the fuck just happened? Oh, I accidentally replaced him. Oh, there you go, Mr. Hoffer. You are back. Colt break. It's a concussion. Jesus Christ. What are the injuries on, man? I turned him down to like a 20, didn't I? Holy God. Shit, I meant to go slide. I was going to say mercy, please. Let me breathe. It's at a 15? How about a 10? How about a 10? Christ. Give me a chance. Just a chance to make some progress. 9 wins in the last 10 Calgary Flames, by the way. Only in a video game. Only in a video game. At least Braden Shen's healthy. Allegedly. Move it to 100. Dude, the injuries on 100 couldn't be this bad. I'm convinced. I am absolutely convinced. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with the Lions here. No idea. Shout out to Matty Ice. 3 months on the primer. Matty, how goes it? Why this horrible franchise? Nuge, because I haven't heard from you in weeks, and you haven't said anything about FIFA. So there. It's your fault. And at least in this particular deal, I'm embracing the negatives of the mode. We turned down injuries, and another one still happened. That is impressive. I have COVID. Oof. I did not know. I am sorry to hear. I hope it's not too bad. We're going to keep Alexei Toropchenko on defense, I guess, because, my God. Hofer's still in, but we're without Falk, Binnington, and Parayko at the moment. Let's just keep it going. This is Vasi's fault. I mean, it might be, to be honest. Justin Falk is healthy. Thank God. All the line management you never know you wanted to repeatedly see. I hope you're enjoying it. Oh, God. All right. McGing is out again for Jake Neighbors. Wouldn't it be great if we had FIFA-style team sheets and I could just, by default, put it back to what I wanted it to be? Wouldn't that be cool? Welcome to February 1st of 2024. The distant future. Where the St. Louis Blues might not be complete garbage. Ozzy! How the heck are you? Thank you for the 10 months. Okay. 24, 23, and 2. That was a pretty rough month. We suffered all of the injuries. We can't just say a few. It was all of them. I think for the most part, we're okay. I think we just keep going. Again, there's not much I can do. I didn't build this team. I'm just trying to get the most out of it that I can. Oh my God, how will I handle the deadline? I won't. I will sit there to see if I get a trade offer. And if I don't, then nothing happens. Content, I tell you. Okay. Oh, God. Ozzy, not with my rosters, but yeah, I wanted to try out the dumbest idea I've ever seen presented. And, yeah. Oh, God. All right. Well, just keep making the same 3 changes over and over again, but we are getting more efficient at making said changes. So that's promising. Well, we are closing in on the trade deadline, and absolutely nothing has happened. AR, probably sometime in the new year. Also, I'm going to stop swapping out Binnington because there's no goalie fatigue, so there's no point. We might as well just leave him in. Don't even need to worry about the back-to-backs. Oh, Hunter Skinner is hurt down in Springfield. I mean, the Jacob McDonald gets to play. Our season ticket drives are doing well. Neat. Hopefully that means you get better players at the deadline. We are going to keep our current trade block because I'm not allowed to touch it. And let's see if we get any trade offers. The Bruins are shopping Linus Ullmark. Penguins shopping Erik Karlsson. Tarasenko out there. Letang, Evander Kane, Philip Danault. Tanev, TJ Brody, Sergei Bobrovsky, 6 games, David Perron. The top 10 players. Sweet. And now we wait. What's the point of owner mode if we turn off GM firing? Less money to sign better staff. That's the point. Anaheim trades Frankie Vatrano in the 4th to Columbus for a 2nd, a 3rd, and Eric Gudbranson. Eric Gudbranson on his way to Anaheim for Frankie Vatrano and picks. Blockbuster. The fact that I can't make the time go a bit more quickly. Oh my God, latest Hallmark just got traded. Allmark a 5th and Fabian Brunet to Edmonton for Evander Kane and Sam Gagner. It's an Oilers fan's wet dream. Evander Kane for Linus Ullmark. Unbelievable. So look at the best available players on the market. There have been 2 trades so far, and both of them are highly, highly questionable. San Jose has made a trade. Barabanov a 4th and Ryan Carpenter to Dallas for a 1st and a 3rd. Okay. It's a little bit much. My reaction is similar to the face of Erik Karlsson right now. Okay. Hey, GM, you gonna do anything? Are you gonna do anything? I think it would be really cool. Shout out to Baseball is Life for the 23 months. Also, there was a trade. Adam Lowry for Tommy Novak in a 4th. But yeah, if our GM could wake the hell up, that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Anytime our GM wants to wake up, right? We can just be checking the phones and, you know, like Kyle Dubas just pulling phones out of the fucking ether. And Nashville's made a trade. Will this be the Tommy Novak trade that we already read about? It will not be. It'll be 2 seconds to Detroit for JT Compher and a 4th. It's a lot of money off the books for Detroit, but Compher's a good player. It's not even 7 a.m. He hasn't woken up yet. Oh, God. Doug, wake up. Doug, for the love of God. God, now would be a good time. If Deej and I were still friends, because I could say, hey, Doug, and then he'd be done. Anyway, he ruined that. We're fine. God, remember, our GM's Mike Milbury. Basically, yeah. Anytime our GM wants to do something, buy, sell, do something. Anything. Well, then again, I say that, but the last trade they did was stupid. Chant, no, we are using Vassie's new roster update. That'll be out tomorrow morning. Flyers trade Travis Konechny to Winnipeg for Nikita Chiprikov, Alex Iafallo, and Elias Salomonsson. Konechny to the Jets would be awesome for the Jets. Maybe not so much for Philly. But oh, goodness. All right. Well, Konjetsky, well done. That was terrible. It was terrible. Vancouver. Jonathan Lekiramaki a 1st and Josh Bloom for Jake Wallman and Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane, Canucks legend. And meanwhile, here I am, begging my GM to do something. Anything. Please. Please do something. Detroit's made another trade. Gostisbehere, Perron, and Zarnik for a first and Chase Stillman. There's just these blockbusters happening, involving first-round picks, left and right. And the way our AI GM has set up the trade block, people are just like, St. Louis, nah, stay away from those idiots. Sir, we're 4 hours away from the deadline. I need you to do something. You better be cooking up a good deal here. Minnesota has made a trade. Marcus Foligno for the small beer fridge and Anthony Honka from Carolina. I'm afraid to look at our trade block right now, to be honest. I'm not going to. To be fair, this is about as exciting as regular trade deadline is, you know? You get a bunch of hype leading up to the day and then nothing happens. You get to see other teams have fun. Meanwhile, your favorite team just sits there and just... That's that. Then you get to the press conference and, oh, you know, we didn't... we just couldn't find the right deals for us. And, you know, in the summer we'll reassess. But for now, I feel pretty good in our group. And dude, we need to get a trade offer, please. Please, God. Please, God. Give us a trade offer. Arizona's made a deal. 2 seconds and Jan Jenik for Dominic Kubalik. A third and a fourth. Are we listed as interested on any of these top players? No, we are not. No, we are not. And again, when you set up auto-sign players, it handles the trade block for you. We're not interested in any of the top players available. Nor are any of the available top players listed as our own. I have a strong hunch that we're going to be sitting here until noon and that nothing is going to happen. Prove me wrong, Doug, if that is your real name. LA trades a third, a fourth, and TJ Tynan for a second and Jacob Larson. Oh, God. Well, the block is set up. Trying to get younger at forward. Younger goalies are the surplus, and we're looking for young or kind of prime-aged skaters. As Seattle has acquired Anton Forsberg. Please? 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 Something? Anything? Are we waiting for the fax machine? Can somebody check to see if Doug's alarms went off? Maybe they didn't. Oh, God. Kana, I wish you all luck. Somebody take the under, because I don't think a damn thing's about to happen right now. Can we get a wellness check on Doug? Ozzy, it's a good question I do not know the answer to. Doug? Can somebody check on Dougie? Winnipeg's made another trade. Lucius and Nikan into Chicago for Anthony Beauvillier, Jared Tenorti, and a fourth. So we've gotten some big trades. We've gotten some relatively smaller trades. And then there's the St. Louis Blues, who have done absolutely nothing. This is as big of a shit show as I was hoping it would be. But at the same time, I don't know if that makes it good. I don't think it does. Oh, I trust chat will say, hey, this sucks. Do something else if it's that bad. Oh, God. Or maybe not, because you guys love to watch me be miserable. And, oh my God. You don't understand. The game only offers you trades when you're in the middle of offering a trade yourself, so it resets everything. Varg just crushing it. Check out the big brain on Varg. You cracked the code. Okay, hold on. I'm not allowed to do it, but if I go to propose trade, will I then get an offer in the next few minutes? Will I please get an offer because I'm on this screen? We're listed as conservative buyers. How conservative are we talking? We also have no cap space, that's true. Are we talking like mentally unwell on Twitter conservative, or like what are we talking about here? Do something. Jesus. Oh, Douglas. Wake up. You get a trade. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, I still have some leftover boozled beans from the charity stream. Dougie, give us a trade, buddy, and I'll eat one. You can do it. Just, I need evidence that you are alive. Wellness check on Doug Armstrong. Please. JD, using the trade finder is not a bad idea. We're not going to do it for the first deadline, but if this happens every deadline, well, then we'll trade finder on who's on the block. Which actually might not be a bad way to go about it, is use the trade finder for whoever's on the block. That could be an interesting way to do it. Whoever's on the block, we have to shop. I don't hate that. Doug Armstrong will not be peer pressured. Apparently not, Nooch. He trusts the process, clearly. We have a winning record. Oh, God. All right. Really quickly. Oh, my God. Well, that's skating mention block for them. If we go to find a trade. Oh, we have nobody on the block right now anyway. There were the three guys. Has he changed the block? Okay, Walker, Ellis, and Vadim Zherenko are there as assets that are on the block. If we were to look at trade offers for Nathan Walker, is there anything? There's 4 different trades. Mills, what's going on, man? Obviously, I'd probably spin a wheel to see what offer we were to accept, but that is a possibility. The other problem is that Ellis and Zherenko are both goalies. We'd be trading Ellis for absolutely nothing. And then Zherenko. Oh, God. Well, I did do a series where Saran Noel was goated. I sure did. Well, this is at least serving as a learning experience to show whether or not we should be sitting through the deadline to wait for offers. Offers obviously happen during the trade deadline, except this one time. God. All right. Well, we're almost there. Yeah, in the future, maybe we'll do it that way. Let's see what we got going on. I don't know if Doug woke up. I don't think he did. I don't think Doug knew what time he was supposed to wake up. He forgot it was deadline day. He thought it was tomorrow. And as such, there will be no changes to our roster unless there's a waiver claim after the deadline, which is a bit of a disaster. Oh, boy. Well, this is, Dougie dropped the phone in the toilet. Doug, you got 19 minutes, bud. Now even less. Anytime, Douglas. Erik Karlsson has been staring into my soul this entire time. Imagine taking Ryan Strome off the market. I could use a perfectly good knee-on-knee hit in the playoffs. Again, Allmark was dealt today. Evander Kane in the same trade. Sabres make a last-minute trade involving Eric Robinson and Donovan Sabrango. Perron and Wallman. Oh, my God. Look at who the Red Wings moved, man. Perron, Wallman, comp for Evander Kane. Dominic Kubalik. Gostis Bear. That's it. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. Will there at least be a waiver option for us after this deadline? All these blockbusters. 4 blockbusters at the deadline. Very manly, Joel Hanley. Welcome to St. Louis. We got one. There's our big deadline pickup. Joel Hanley. God, this is so dumb.